Welcome back to Szpakowo for episode 7 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me again. It's now just gone 2:45, October 1. You've seen that contract that just popped up. What I've been doing, occasionally, my money's been going up and down, up and down, up and down. Those 2 baling contracts I took on, you saw a clip of me dropping off. I had a load of hay bales left off the contract. There was all the way down the bottom here, 92. I had to come all the way down this track here, through the forest, out to here, because this river, there's no crossing point here. All the way down to here. I think I dropped off 18 bales and kept 17 with the contract complete, which was crazy. And then the silage baling contract I had was on field 134. And I think I was left with... I made a mistake to start off with. I did the wrong size bale, and I thought I didn't want too many bales, so I went up a bale size. So 1 bale I had to bring back on its own. So I've got 1 errant silage bale, but 7 or 8. So a few. So we've got a load sort of racked up. So cows is next. And I've also got a plan for some rental. Anyway, that last contract you just saw was for another red beet contract. So what I've been doing is I've been leasing equipment. So I can borrow equipment if I want to. And occasionally it's cheaper to lease, depending on what you're using. So a few times I've leased a few bits of equipment, and I've also done some blends of borrowed equipment and my own. Now I'm building up a stock of stuff. So my red beet pile has actually grown a little bit more. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take another load over to the root crop to send off to Rob. Rob made a great suggestion, and as you can see, our hitch is working on here with this trailer, but not all of them. Now this is an EU hitch. There is an option on this to put a US hitch on it, so we're going to try switching it out to a US hitch and see if that works. Potentially it'll work. Yeah, we'll see. He said he feels bad and he wants to send me some more stuff. But honestly, it's fine. It's very kind of you, Rob. The tractor is fine. It's awesome. It's not something... Again, if I'd have gone through the list of tractors, this is not a tractor I probably would have picked. I probably wouldn't have. I would have gone for a T7 if I was going to go for a New Holland. I do love a T8, the Genesis one. Oh, they sound phenomenal. I've used them a few times. Long bonnet or whatever. But yeah, this is cool. It works well. I love the sound from inside the cab as well. So... yeah, the other thing I've been thinking as well is we've got a set of garages opposite where we are as part of our farm supply company, also diversifying the farm. I thought maybe we could rent out some of our space, which we can do, which I suddenly remembered. I thought, oh, what am I going to do with that barn? You know, I can see a couple of bits of equipment in it, but I could sell it. A few people have suggested after the last episode that the farm up here I do sell, because I'm not really using it. I'm not really coming up here. Grab the last bit of equipment off of it and sell the farm, and then use the money to sort out buying more land and stuff. It's probably not a bad idea. There's a lot of money tied up in that. We'll have to talk to a local real estate agent and see. Just a moment. That's right. Just checking something. Right, so I'll drop this off here. and then we can continue. I'm just wondering, actually, it's a bit late, isn't it? Whether or not I should do the cows in the morning. I don't know how quickly it's going to get dark, being it's October. Or should I just crack straight on? I'll do the cows in the morning. I've got some mowing. I'm going to do a little bit more baling. I don't know to lease a bale wrapper, actually. We seem to be fine for hay bales at the moment. Silage bales we might be a little bit short on. So I'm heading back over. I think I might, you know, the little tedder I bought, I might buy the more, did I buy the cheap one? I might buy the more expensive one. Since we made a bit of money on that red beet contract. Because it's not actually, the hay bob actually brings it all together in a swath. This one spreads it out a little bit, which means I've got to re-windrow every time. We need to turn in here. I love that. Oh, it does sound great. Thank you, Rob. Oh, listen to that. But what we're going to do, just click that, put in front there, engine off. We're going to go to our toolbox. Let's have a rummage around, see what we can do. Can we open that? We can we? Can't remember. I'm sure we could. So we're going to customise. Thank you to everyone that reached out about the what am I trying to do? It was a hitch, wasn't it? Attachers. Oh, does that do both? We'll see. 540 EU, 900 EU, US. Oh, it does. Changes the whole back hitch. Okay, well, let's do that then. We'll go with the US with PTO. At the end of the day, that's fine. I just saw the Iceria Pro Compact. For the people that reached out... Oh, no price for that. Cool. Yeah, all the people that reached out about the slurrying, and it's one of those things I thought, you know what, I'm going to do something different, something I haven't done for a while, or haven't done at all, especially with precision farming on. I haven't done slurry spreading. Normally I buy chemical fertiliser and do that, and a few people reached out and said, and it really surprised me, because I'm sure it did say, or would say usually, that it's putting down whatever application of nitrogen for the crop, not for the soil type. So I'm still not 100% certain. But a lot of people messaged and said that actually the slurry and slurry digestate manure you won't get a full application in one pass. Well, that's the whole point. I thought that was the whole point of precision farming. I thought that was the relevance of it. So that's here it's saying good, over here bad. So don't know, but yeah, a lot of people said it's because it was slurry manure. Like I say, I don't usually run slurry manure, so try and do something different. Try and, you know, for you guys, for the audience, and for me as well. So the red bales we have from before, we had those from before. These are what are left over from the other contract, and you can see one is slightly smaller than the others. So I started off with that one and decided, you know what, I'm going to go a little bit bigger. They're 3.5s, they're 5.5s. And these are from a previous contract, and all of those that I dumped off were all left over from that contract, so we had a load. This is our land here as well, so we've got plenty. I am now considering, do I need more hay bales or more silage bales? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to go across and do a bit of mowing, because I want to use my new gear. The fertiliser I brought over and put in there, tuck that out of the way. So the cows are going to be coming into here. I think I'm going to herd them over. I do quite like that herdsman stick, so I might use that. What we'll do, when I do head over, I'm going to use the van. And I can throw the herdsman stick in the back. The other thing I might do, oh, that's what I should have done on the New Holland. I was going to see if I could did it give me the option for a front loader attacher? Because I'm thinking for lifting bales into the feed mixer, I don't know whether or not our Mercedes has got the minerals. I don't know if it has. Yes, anyway, I was saying about renting space out. So I think I'm going to rent this out. Garage for rent, no questions asked. So whatever you want to do with it is absolutely up to you. It is available. We can rent it out, make a bit of money, can't we? Why not? Could be a, I don't know, little carpenter's shop, could be a little workshop, garage, could be for a group of gamers who aren't allowed to use their parents' basement, or their own garage. So anyway, I don't know. Here's our Kubota. This is the windrow I bought. Now again, I went a little bit different. Because normally there's a couple of the Rus Agro Tech ones, is it? There's a couple of Russian, Eastern European ones that I generally go for. The windrower, Tedder, and that kind of thing. So I thought, no, what? I'm going to go different. That I think I'm definitely going to take back. I'm possibly definitely going to take it back. But let's get the mowing done first. Then I'll windrow. And then I'll worry about everything else later. Thought I'd use this. Why not? Should have the oomph. It's a small mower. So let's drop that down. It's a good little setup there. A little bit bouncy here and there. Should get a few bales off this. So if I just lease a wrapper, I could do a mixture of the two, couldn't I? If I TED half a bit and then, yeah, I might do that. Just make sure any bits I miss I catch. How far over can we go? I'll get a little bit. Cool. This mowing rig is just fantastic. I think it's one of the cheapest mowing rigs in the game. Pretty sure it is. But it does the job. Yeah, alright, you can't hook loads of stuff to it. Like, you know, the ultimate mowing and baling pack, that's a phenomenal setup. But like I said so many times on so many different Let's Plays, you will find a set of equipment that you like to use because it works really well. But if you haven't got a lot of money, you're just starting out, and like I'm doing here, you've got contracts, and it might be on a map where you've got a lot of grass fields, and you're getting a lot of baling contracts. The thing with the baling contracts, once I've got enough bales kind of racked up myself, and now I've got this grass field, I can come and cut this and make my own bales, I guess, whenever I want. If I get myself a cheap-ish wrapper, if I can find a cheap wrapper, is there such a thing as, whoa! Lucky that's on a bungee cord, isn't it? If I get myself a cheap wrapper, like 50 cent or something like that, and 50p, that'll be the UK version, 50 pence. Then I can come onto this field and make bales when I need them, which is probably not a bad idea actually. We've got a little garden centre bit there. I'm sure there's an option for renting out patches of ground, because we've got that little patch over there that's hasn't really got a lot of grass on it. But I'm just thinking to bring in some extra revenue, we could have it as an extension of the garden centre, rent it out to a horticulturist society. It's a plan. It's forming. It's growing inside my Brian. Mowing and windrowing is all done. I've switched out, we've got the hay bob, that cost me £6, and I've also got something that might tickle your fancy. I've got a tickler. That was £4. I think I might have used that in Evergreen Valley as well. I can't remember. I might have done. Now, problem is I can't remember if I have to load onto that or whether that will pick up bales. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to TED half the field, then I'm going to bale it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bale it till I get a full bale. So if I get part way around what I've tedded and I'm on a partial bale, I'll TED a little bit more till I've got a full one. and then we'll switch out. Oh man, I don't suppose it matters, does it? But this should, let's get the lights on. Now let's turn that on, drop that down. So this should, Ted, and keep it all nice and tight. Oh, that was just a lot at the start. Tight-ish. Certainly better than the other one was doing. The other one was spreading out about 3 times as wide as that, so I'll take that as a win. Oh, the other thing as well, I noticed when I was going around, and again, my toolbox is going to get a workout, I know that much, is that, let's go up this row first, and I'll show you, because we'll be up there, our windrower that we bought, our Kubota, the boater, I think has an option on the back. It has a hitch. And I think it might have an option for putting that on a 3-point. If we put that on a 3-point, it means we can windrow and TED at the same time. For a fairly small, inexpensive setup. I mean, the windrower was 16 grand, and there are cheaper windrowers. Let's just leave that running for a moment. On the back of this, we've got a trailer hitch. I'm pretty sure we can have a 3-point on that. And if we put a 3-point on that, then yeah, we can windrow and TED at the same time. So, not quite one pass, but not far off. That'd be quite handy, actually. So what I should probably do. We can take the Tekla off. We'll just pop that on the floor for the moment. I'll come back to that for wrapping, because like I say, I can't remember off the top of my head whether or not you need to load onto that, or whether that will pick the bales up automatically. I'm sure people will already be commenting to tell me. It's half the joy of losing your memory. Everything's a new experience. It's brilliant. I can come on and I can use stuff I've used before and not remember what it does, and then be really surprised and pleasantly surprised and happy, and you know, and other words that make more sense than what I just said. I think we've got a few hay bales, so I think I'm going to do more silage than hay. So what we're going to do, let's do this bit here down to the bottom, and then I think I'll leave the rest as it is. We'll see how we get how we do with bales off this. Just want to make sure I've got plenty there for animal feed. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, I think. There's a little bit I missed just here. I want to tidy up that other end. Just there. There we go. Then we'll get to baling. And then I'll see you again when the wrapper's wrapping. Assuming it's wrapping. Assuming it's doing what I want it to do. We come off the end there like that. Give ourselves a little bit of a break from there. Raise that. Let's put this over here for the time being. And we'll take it all over to the yard in a little while. Maybe. This could just be a helpful area for placing of equipment. I'm sure the local... I mean, we can always pay, can't we? We could always pay to lease a bit of ground. Right. I think we used the other tractor. Oh, I've left the mowers just sat there. That's terrible, right. Actually... yeah, because I can use this for wrapping. Right. I left this just here, look. That's weird. That was a bit laggy. Why is that lagging? I put too much stuff in one place. That'd be weird. Well, that wouldn't be weird necessarily. Mowers. Home for the mowers. We've got more gear than I've got room for now. Look at it all. It's very cool. Fall over. There we go. Excellent. Where do we leave that? Yeah, this plot of land here, it's a bit bumpy, there's not a lot of grass on it. I'm just thinking we could rent that out to someone who might... There's going to be people that want a bit of land. Any bits I miss, I will tidy up. I'm sure this was only one size, wasn't it? I'm sure it was only 125s. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to double check that. Nope. 125s, 150s and 180s, so I've switched over to 150s. So I don't want to have, if I can have less bales but the same quantity of products, that's a better way to do it. I'm going to obviously have less bales now, but it doesn't matter. I know it looks great having loads and loads of bales, but realistically, with a bale limit, that's something I was asked actually the other day, is FS25 going to have a bale limit? I would imagine on console it still will. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't do. It's all to aid performance and, you know, reduce lag and that kind of stuff. I know if you use multiplayer servers, bit of a plug, Gportal if you're looking for a multiplayer server. Affordable, user-friendly, helpful staff. Gportal is the way to go. Link in the description. There's a discount code as well. They are great. My Discord server uses them. I've used them a couple of times as well for my own personal gameplay, but yeah, the server uses them, and I'm pretty sure on multiplayer servers there's still a limit to a degree, but it's way more than what you're... So if you're using a server but still playing on console, you can sort of break the bale limit, if that makes sense. Anyway, so not as many bales as I thought I would get. Mind you, those large hay bales are large, hence a large hay bale. Now, that's something I've got to check with the Tekla, because if the Tekla only does certain size bales for wrapping, I've got to be careful. Will I get a full bale by the time I get to the end? If not, I can just TED a little bit more. Yeah, we just need a fraction more for another bale. We'll be golden. Okay, right. Let's go into the ditch and get this little bit here. Yeah, not a huge amount more. Right, okay. Again, I will see you probably a little clip when I'm using the Tekla, and then we'll get onto these cows. Lights off. Let's go and grab my tedder. So it was, you have to load it on, but then to be fair, for £4,000, I really don't mind. So what I did, I tell my little workshop is getting a bit of a workout. I've added on a front loader attacher onto this, a Howell one, so it matches up perfectly. Because I thought if we're going to be lifting bales of various different weights, like I said, I don't think the Mercedes is really up to it. So I don't know why I went for a pale blue wrap as well. I meant to go for white. I must have accidentally knocked that, but I think it's got an auto drop on it. Anyway, got a few bales to wrap, so I'm going to get these done, and I will see you tomorrow morning for our cows. See if anyone's taken us up on our offer of rental space. I've got a funny feeling they will. It's a while to wrap, doesn't it? So I'm hoping. Whoa! If it's far enough away, I'm not going to catch that one. And when this one drops off, it will knock the other one forward, hopefully. We're about to find out, I guess, aren't we? Why is that not wrapping? That's weird. Just needed a nudge. Doesn't hurt to have plenty. I've always said that. Prep is the key. Whoa, prep is the key. I should have got some bale spike. I think this one's for square bales, isn't it? I should have got the other one for round bales, but I didn't know what I was going to be getting. The first few baling contracts I got were square balers, and all the ones after that were round, which kind of threw me a little bit. Nope, it doesn't like that at all, does it? There we go. Yeah, I think we have to move. And we're probably better off just moving this, aren't we? Haven't finished baling yet either. Front load equipment, front load of tools. I got that. Did I get that? Yeah. I mean, it's technically for round bales. I should have. That's for silage bales, really. But round bales, I guess. That works quite well. I do like that. That's quite cool. 2,800. Should I get one of those? Let's do it. Let me go and grab one. Right, let's turn the engine off. Lights off for the time being. Take that back, go and grab it. I need to finish this baling, do that. Right, see you later. It's October 2. It's time for coos. I did buy another set of bale spikes because it suddenly dawned on me that grabs fine for what I was doing, and it doesn't hurt to have multiple sets. I'm prepped for the cows to arrive. I'm going to take the pickup. Typically, this pickup, I don't know what this is worth. There was one that popped up in the second-hand market for 10 grand. I thought I could sell this one and buy the second-hand one cheaper. I think it's probably gone now. That was yesterday. But rentals have been taken up. I'm going to show you. It's very cool. Rent out your space. Oh, my silage bales are stacked up. We did alright. Oh, I left the tractor. Oh, please tell me I didn't leave that running. Oh no, and the lights on. Flat battery, empty fuel. Did I? That's been running all night. Hasn't used as much as I thought it would. Oh no, I can't believe I did that. That's terrible. Anyway, yeah, bales are there. We'll get those shifted. So I bought a bale spike. That thing's fantastic for the angle, for certain jobs, for doing stuff like that. Getting bales off of fields, especially silage bales, and especially putting them onto a wrapper, absolutely perfect. But what suddenly dawned on me as I was bringing stuff through to stack it all up, that if bales are already in a stack, so if you've done a baling contract and you bought them over with various different auto loads, auto stacks, you can't get those grabs. If you've got a stack like this, I can get the top one off like that, but then when you've got these two, it's difficult to get the grab between. So I thought, you know what, a bale spike's going to be the way to go. Those are our hay bales that we got off there, plus all those. Oh, anyway, yeah, so here we're going to be getting some help for our garden centre side of things from the local brothers, the Horstman brothers. So they're renting out this space here. They're known locally as the Four Horsemen of the Hortipocalypse. Horticulturalists, one and all. They've got various different garden centres around the place, and they need a bit of land so they can grow various different things. I suppose whether they're testing, I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, they've rented this bit of ground. We're in a little bit of that, and then I went past that a bit, didn't I? Meant to stop and show you, not through there. The garage we've rented out. There's a local mechanic down the road, and he knocked on the door and said, any chance? So I saw the advert, no questions asked, and I said, no, none at all. I don't know if he's running a chop shop or what he's doing, but as I said, no, I'm not going to ask any questions. So if I open up now, he's going to be running a little workshop out of here, and we get paid rental per month. Not knocking that. Good way to utilise space if you've got a bit of space, and you've done wind turbines and you've done solar panels and that kind of thing. You think, I'm looking for something different, something to add a little more, you know, rent your space out, why not? So did I turn that tractor off? Did I turn both tractors? I don't know. No, of course I didn't. They didn't hang about either, making themselves comfortable, but I don't mind that. So I have sorted out myself a herdsman stick. I do like the herdsman stick, so we're going to drive over in the van, leave the van over there, and we're going to herd our cows back. We're going to make some type mix ration, get them going. We do have a hay loft. If we want to put stuff up there, we can. Let's lower that down. Drop that off. Because this is fairly small, we'll be better with this. I'm going to grab that. I guess we could make a load of top mix ration now before, couldn't we? And hopefully this will work. Didn't work very well on our Survive to Farm, did it? Guess we're about to find out, aren't we? Got to be careful here. Actually, I could probably do with. So hopefully we'll be able to see. I don't know. That we should do as well. Let's cut that one open. Do that. I didn't get auto stack ones. I just got. Actually, that could be down. Woo! Please work. What's going in? I can't remember what the capacity is. Well, I'll probably end up putting the rest of that in anyway, but and then we'll put the next bit in, then we'll top up the rest. And like I said, actually, have we got a manure heap? I'm saying about producing manure. Do we have? Is the manure heap built in? I don't know. It's a risk, isn't it? That thing you think, well, I'm sure it probably is. Normally you have to place a manure heap, but everything seems to be here on. I haven't come across one. Don't know. I just don't know. It's working perfectly on here. Isn't that weird? I'll take that whole bale, isn't it? Boom. And then, I mean, to be fair, are we on total mixed ration? We are. I don't technically need to put straw in there. We can just keep the straw for bedding, I guess. Taking all that. What are those two combined? I can't remember. 8,000, yeah, we've still got a bit of space in there, haven't we? I don't know, should I top a little bit out? Let's top a little bit out. I don't want to get this wrong though. Got to be very careful here. And we'll go and get the cows. At least we'll have the first bit in. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a... I don't know if this is one that needs to be cleaned up or... Okay, that's not bad. And then we can get a bit of one of the others, it doesn't matter. I reckon silage might be a better shout to top it up. Just to make sure. I love doing all this stuff. I absolutely love it. The amount of farming channels I watch when they're doing this sort of stuff, day in, day out, making up their ration, whether they've got mixers, whether they've got silos that put the stuff in, whether they're doing it with bales, I just think it's fantastic. Oh, why are we not showing... Right, we're still alright. Pop that there. We can make another load. I don't know how many I'm going to buy. Depends how much money we got. So what I haven't looked at as well. I haven't looked at contracts today. We're all in the green. We're full 12,000. This mixer, 10 grand, 12,000 litres. No brainer. We're on tip side left. We want to be on tip side right. Small enough to get in here as well. Right, I'm going to wait. Let's turn lights off. Grab the pickup. Let's go and get these cows. I'm hoping to get this posted today, Friday. We've had no mods for a few days, and I was just messaging DJ Goham and talking to Feldin and a few other people that I talk to on a regular basis, and I was just saying, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Apparently Giants have had some server issues, and we went to a wedding in, when was the wedding? June? MrSealyp's cousin, married to her long-time fiancé boyfriend, lovely couple. We've been invited to their house for the weekend, and we're going this afternoon. And I said to DJ, you know what's going to happen, don't you? We haven't had any mods, they've had server problems. Today they'll get the server problems sorted out, and they're going to drop an absolute gazillion mods and maps, and I'm away till Sunday. Of course that's what's going to happen. It's always the way. I've just realised what I've done wrong. I needed to go by the store because I need to pick up the herdsman stick. I was going to throw it in the back of here. I'll go and get that. We're done. No, I'm not too sure where. I know the animal dealer is here. Just not sure where. Find the way. I think it's this side. Is it there? Oh, there it is. That's one of the icons that remains, isn't it? Right, let's pull in here. Okay. Back open. Engine off. Let's grab our stick. The stick of the herdsman. There we go. We want it a little bit closer. There we go. It's the hurdy-gurdy mushroom man. What was that? What? Where have I heard hurdy? Don't know. I don't know. Right. I'm going to get ready to go. I could get babies. We could work our way up. But we want to get producing immediately. So we're going to go with those. And... was 10 too many? I think we can hold 60. I'm going to go with 20. Well, mind you, how much money have we got? Too late now. In our herdsman stick. 20 cows. We are herding them as we go. Very cool. Take a walk across the countryside. Why not? Like I say, I could throw this in the back and pick up, put it on a trailer, put it, you know, however you want to, you know. I don't think it didn't strap down the back of the pickup. Well, that's what I was going to do as well, wasn't I? Where was... No. Yeah, it's still there, look. 10,971. Owned vehicles. What's mine worth? 17 grand if I sell it immediately. If I take it to the store, I'm likely to get 20 odd grand. And then buy that one. Buy a second-hand clunker. That makes sense, doesn't it? I've made myself 10 grand just by a bit of wheeler dealing. What else is available? Oh, that's nice. It comes just like that, though. Oh, mind you, though, no price for any of the extra. I'm going to do it. That's so dicey. Right, I need to take my other one back. I'm going to let's go for a wander. Why not? I'm going to see you over there in a little while. And the great thing with herding our cattle, I can go as the crow flies. I know it's quicker going by vehicle, but it's all good. Still thinking, once we've got rid of all that parsnip and red beet, I might sell some of it. I might load some up and sell some of it. We've still got something else to pick up from here. What do we need to collect from here? There was something, wasn't there? My mind's telling me. Oh yes, it was the disc harrow. I'm sure that's the only other thing that's here, isn't it? Disc harrow's in the barn there. I don't think we've got anything else inside, have we? A couple of cow barns, but I'm just not using them. There's a sleep trigger here. We took the baler over. We took the front loader gear. Yeah, there's not really. It's a nice big yard, and it's the sort of thing I know what'll happen if we go bigger with the farm. We'll be like, oh, I wish we'd have kept it. But I suppose we can always buy it back if we wanted to. Potentially. Right. I'll see you back at the farm. Nice bit of a wander. We're having a nice little wander along past the river. There's lovely little ponds and lakes along the backs of people's gardens. You know when you go on trains, I've said this before, when you go on a train journey or along the canal or anything like that, and you go across the backs of people's properties, people's homes, businesses, companies, whatever it might be, and you get to see a whole different side of the world. You don't see the facade, you don't see the front, you don't see what the world's supposed to see, you see everything else. And I mean, it's fascinating. Having a wander. Having a nose, a peek into the rest of the world. Right. Let's get him in. So, here. Let's get our 20, move them to husbandry. They're in. Let's put our herdsman stick down. Actually, we could probably, probably not a bad idea, because I don't want to lose it. We've got a little office here. Oh no, just close the door. Kind of a light. Yeah, let's put the herdsman stick in here. I still won't remember where I put it. But if it's in the office, that kind of makes sense. Can I put it up on the bench? That would make even more sense, wouldn't it? Or is it going to fall through? There we go. Like I say, I won't remember it's there, but let's turn the light out, close the door. Now it's a case of feeding, and then we haven't got to worry about... Oh, we've got some straw in already. I'll put a bale in. Okay, right. Feed. Oh, just realised. Just realised I left the barn door open, but I think that's where I need to take the straw into. They shouldn't go anywhere, should they? Definitely need some more bedding in there. Right, so how we're looking as far as our animals go. Okay, not very much. Not very much in there. I'm going to do some more mixes, definitely. That's cool. Right, milk, slurry. I don't know then. I mean, but that's next door. That's not ours. We don't own this land. Do we need a manure plate? That's a silage clamp. I'm sure that's a silage clamp. Or, oh, is this? Oh, hang on a minute. Have I put a load of potatoes on? Is this the manure plate? I thought it was weird that this was an open area. Oh no, that could be an absolute nightmare. Oh, look at them. They're all going for it. Hungry. Right. Need to mix some more. Let's get some bedding in. But they are in. I suppose I can. Don't you dare. You stay where you are. Stay where you are. This straw I collected off that field's not going to last very long at all, is it? Can I just put... Oh dear, yeah. I need some more contracts, harvest contracts that have straw. I guess that's probably not a bad idea, is it? Harvesting carrots, potatoes, oats. Doesn't pay out huge amounts, but triticale, sugar beet, and that's even worse. But like I said, it doesn't have to be mega. Just have the straw that I can collect. Borrow items. That's an oat harvest with a regular header, and then I guess triticale. And if I do the same for all three, we'll have a load of straw. Brilliant. And what I can always do if I want to, and I've said this many times before, you can collect the loose straw from a contract. And then what you can also do, actually, let me do it from the sides here, or do I have to bin there? Yeah, if you want to,
and then when you've got the loose straw, because you can't bale it, you can't bale on a field you've done a contract on. But if you've got your own field or a plot, oh, maybe we can do that's all right. So I can take this out. You can then spread it out onto a field. If you particularly want bales, you spread it out on a field and then come on with your baler and bale it. If you want to do that, you can. I know some people just go and buy bales. I mean, again, there's so many different ways of going about it. It's entirely up to you. It's not a huge amount. I am concerned about this manure thing, though. I've still got, actually, that reminds me. You can go and grab as well. I've got 3 bales up there. We can put those in too. Right, a bit more total mix ration. I'll get them topped up. Should I move that potato anyway? I could put it in a pile over there. It doesn't have to be there. I just thought because it looked like a nice little hard standing. I suppose what I could do, we could spread some gravel and stuff down over here. Because we own all the land. Maybe spread some gravel down here. Move the potatoes onto that plot. Just in case that is where the manure's going to appear. I don't want to say no, but if it doesn't appear there, then potentially we could put in a manure heap there. Which if we do then by that cow barn there next door as well, that could work for both, couldn't it? Again, I'm sure people already know. I honestly can't remember. Right, more TMR. But anyway, that's the episode. We're done. I got the cows in. They will be producing slurry. How are we looking at our outhouse as well, actually, while we're over here? Where's our little... There we go. 1,403 of manure, 1,405 of slurry. It's getting a battering. Haven't used any more seeds. That's great. These aren't... Are these growing? They should be growing. I don't know what's happened here. This was all just a disaster. Our yields are going to be appalling. Maybe I have to go over there, try with something else. Once we get into the first growth stage, maybe try again. I don't know really. I don't know. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, enjoy your weekend. And thanks for watching.